26, more like funny tricks. As long as they're harmless. You're listening to Bug and Moss.
Whoa, you're waking up to rails and snails on the Bug and Moss morning telephone show. Daddy's doing coke. We're making jokes. The audio is going up in smoke, and we are sitting here behind the desk.
Just having a toke.
It's me, Moss.
Me, Bug.
The morning telephone show is here to give you a morning telehug.
Morning telehug. That's cute. You've heard of telehealth.
Yeah, get ready for telehug. Here it comes. Did you feel it?
Welcome to the future.
Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
Hi, I'm Mark Zuckerberg, a normal person, and I've developed a product I just know everyone will like. It's called Button Friend. It's a friend that's just a button. Push the button, Ooh. They like you. Isn't that good? Isn't that what you want from your human relationship?
And I'm Sam Altman, and I'm going to start out by being too cute for you to think I'm evil, but I'm really evil.
Yeah, really evil.
Welcome to the Bug and Moss morning telephone show. It is 7:04. We started 2 minutes behind today because I got out of bed at 50 past the hour.
Yeah, Moss was struggling. He was sleepy.
Yeah, I was rolling around like a not like a Costco hot dog. I was rolling around like a Cumbies hot dog on a roller.
You got to tell people that's a gas station.
Cumbies is a gas station. Look at the bags under my eyes, Bug. Look at. I look tired, and I am tired.
Yeah, you look like you feel, which is tired.
Well, last night I had a little tiny relaxation gummy. And the dosages on those are really inconsistent, and it kind of sucker punched me in the ass.
Yeah, is that what happened?
Yeah, and I think I just slept really hard, and now I am very, very sleepy.
Very sleepy. Well. Yeah.
But I got some cool stuff to tell you about on the show today, including a deals alert. But also perhaps just some information about it. You may not even need to pay for the deal.
Well, I have some of my odds and ends, some of which are questions, some of which are just things I'm telling you. And then I also have a new game.
A new game?
An experimental beta test. Brand new, don't be mean to us. It's first time game.
Okay. I love a new game.
A new game.
New game gets me very excited.
Yeah, rock hard for new game.
Also got some good voicemails hanging out in the voicemail inbox, so I think we're in for a fun time today. I'm going to go ahead and start off with just a little bit of, I was trying to find, let me see if I can find the right thing to play for this.
Will this stick around and turn into a whole thing? Or will Bug and Moss forget it immediately? This is a generic segment.
This is more of just an alert and an update, wee woo gamer alert for you. But Disco Elysium is on sale right now for $4.
Oh.
Yeah, in the Steam store. It's 90% off. It's on sale until July 9th. $4 for what I would say is one of the best narrative video game experiences I have ever had. Disco Elysium, I'm sure if you haven't played it, I'm sure you've heard people talking about it. It is unlike any other game. It is truly an incredible work of art.
It's one of them French joints, ain't it?
It is. It's extremely French, and I love that. All my favorite games seem to come from French studios.
Because they're all weird. The art is always super weird, and Disco Elysium looks like an impressionist painting happening on a window and it's raining. It's crazy.
Oh, it's amazing. It's beautiful, and the storytelling and the voice acting, it's incredible. If you have not played Disco Elysium, I cannot recommend it strongly enough.
And if you have no interest in playing it, I need you to look up the voice. Is it the guy who's most of the, head things?
Most of the thought voices?
Yeah, he's insane.
There's this cool thing where they give voice to each of your different sort of impulses in your head, like your lizard brain, or like your knowledge, or your visualization. That voice actor actually...
This is his first thing, right?
Is so good. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
What is the main one he voices? Maybe I can pull up a clip.
I don't remember the name because that one actor voices so many different internal voices.
I'm just going to Google voice actor while you talk and we'll see.
Joe Dean in the chat says, rock hard for new game, monopolyamory. Can you imagine if they released Monopoly, but it was monopolyamory?
I mean, honestly, it's about time. Did you know?
And instead of hotels, what are you just collecting partners?
Dude, I was listening to Schmanners. Did you know that Monopoly was released as a cautionary tale to teach people about how capitalism is bad?
Yeah, that's 100% true. Yeah, Monopoly was supposed to be much more of an anti-capitalist, an art piece of this is bad. And then what was it? Hasbro or the publisher, right? Made them change some things.
Well, yeah. So it was a woman made the game, and she sold the patent. So it was made by this one person.
Anyway, that's all. I just wanted to let you know that Disco Elysium is on sale for $4 because it's worth $4. It's absolutely worth $4. And this game can run on pretty much anything. It's not a very demanding game.
So
But boy, will you lose hours to it.
And the voice actor that we're talking about plays the narrator and several of the internal voices. And his name is Lenval Brown. And he's very, very good.
Very, very good. But I did also hear that there's some weird thing going on with the publisher where there was like some kind of split or feud, and then half the people like they don't get paid anymore, and like it's kind of grubby. So I also wouldn't recommend buying it at full price because from what I heard, the people who would get the money are the problem, and the like artists and creators that made it would not.
Then you should definitely buy it when it's cheap so that they get as little money as possible, and you can also enjoy these people's art that they put a lot of work into.
Yeah, or if it happens to fall out of the sky and land on your hard drive.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
This is the kind of game that might appear on your computer.
Yeah, this is the kind of game that might just appear on your hard drive. And I think there's wisdom in that.
I think there's so much wisdom in that.
Hey, Bug, you got that new game you said?
I got a new game if you think you're ready.
Do I think I'm ready for this new game?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
You know what I have to say to that, Bug?
Yahoo!
Let's do it.
How about a very small internet quiz?
Well, I would call this less of a small internet quiz and more of an odyssey, a journey, a life-changing event. This game is called Time Machine.
Time Machine.
This game is if film buffering, GeoGuessr, and 20 questions all had a baby, and that baby woke up mad.
What? Oh, boy.
Are you ready to get started?
Yeah, how does this work?
You have built a time machine.
Ooh.
You're so good at science.
Thank you.
And you've just used it for the first time. There's only one problem. You can't exactly choose where to go. It's more of a pull a lever and pray sort of thing.
Oh, sort of Phantom Tollbooth vibes.
Yeah, and the machine should only travel to major events in history because you used a PDF of a 10th grade Western civilization book to calibrate it.
Okay.
So that narrows it down. Unfortunately, you've also spent all your time and energy on science, not history. So, TBH, you sort of thought the time machine would help you, get better at history?
Yeah, dog. I was just about to say that, but you got there.
But first, you do need to figure out when you are. Because for some reason, you designed the machine so that it needs a data input of when and where you arrived in order to move on to the next point.
Okay. All right. This is fun, Bug.
So, luckily,
I love you so much.
I love you. The machine is very forgiving. It will accept the correct century, a major event, or a historical figure. Basically, if it can reference a point within its vast knowledge of this single high school history book you fed it, then you're good to go.
Okay.
Now, you have blank minutes until the machine self-destructs and you're stuck in time forever. How many minutes do you think you should have?
Till it's Bug, how could I answer that?
I don't know. I just kind of for the show. I didn't really know it would be 5.
Minutes?
5 is what I thought.
7 minutes?
I'll do a Pomodoro.
Okay.
I will set a...
There's timers built into the soundboard.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll use that then.
Yeah.
So you said 7 minutes?
Yeah.
And also, I was kidding. It doesn't stick you in time forever. It just transports you back to your own time. It's a time machine. Why wouldn't it do that?
I don't know. Both those things seem in the realm of possibility.
You built it.
Hey.
Okay. Do you have your timer ready?
Yeah, I've got it. I am ready.
Okay. Hit go, and you can start asking me questions.
What? Wait, what? I ask you questions?
Yeah, you're trying to figure out when you are.
Oh my God, this is why it's GeoGuessr. Oh gosh, okay. If I look around, are there paved roads?
There's some paved roads.
Okay.
Probably.
Are there telephone wires running overhead?
I would say there are some telephone wires, probably.
Okay.
I'm not as good at technology. The problem is, this is really the blind leading the blind. I'm also not great at history. But I think it would be reasonable to assume there's a few of them.
There's a few telephone lines. Okay. So we're at, do I see electric lights? Do I see cars in the street?
it would be rare. Like, they're probably where you are.
Okay,
There's probably some electricity.
So we're in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang territory. If I look outside, is it like looking at the movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
Not quite.
Okay. Is it like early Chitty Chitty or late Bang Bang?
I'll give you early Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Okay, early Chitty Chitty, but not late Bang Bang.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. The problem is I don't know what year that is. My version of understanding history is just vibes. And
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm not good at it. So I'm not going to be able to give you a year. If I had to like guess, I'm going to say that we're in the turn of the 18th century. Turn of the 19th century, sorry. 18 and something, 1801,
Not quite.
1802.
No, so I told
gonna
you
be
I
here
would give
for-
you the century, so I would stop wasting your time on that.
Oh, what's the century?
No, I told you I would give it to you if you guessed the century.
Oh.
So don't just start doing that, though. That would be hateful. You guessed wrong with that one.
Okay.
Is the information you've gathered from this. Remember that you are at a major historical event. The machine can only take you to places in this textbook.
Okay, so it's a major event that I would know about from high school
And
history.
it's from Western civilization.
I step out of the time machine and wipe my nose, and then I look around. What do I see?
You see, I probably like some dirt roads, probably some carriages, a lot of people walking around.
Okay. I don't know, Bug. This is gonna be hard. Also, I want to shout out first time chatter Landon. Hey, Landon, give me your lemon. Landon's here, so I thought I'd check out the morning show. We're in the middle of Bug punishing me with a game quiz that is like nearly impossible.
It's not. You need to lock in.
Okay,
you are
yeah,
somewhere in history. Your time machine.
Am I wearing a hat? Do I have it like?
Do you think? Okay, so yeah, I like this lore. Yes, your clothes change to the time you're wearing a hat.
Okay.
I think
If
you're probably
I do
wearing a
this,
hat.
if I wiggle my arms around, do I have like those fucking fluttery, dangly, leathery straps coming off? Am I in cowboy territory?
You are in cowboy territory, but I don't think where you are and the point in history you're dressed as a cowboy.
You said there's like telephone lines and shit, so there's got to be. So if it's not the 19th century, is it 18th century? Are we in the 1700s?
We are in the 1700s.
Okay.
Do you want to run out your time trying to get more specific? We'll say you're not going to get stuck here.
I don't know, Bug. I don't know if I can get any more granular.
You're in the
than this.
1700s, and I'll go ahead and give you almost had it when you said late 18th century. So you're in the late 1700s.
Okay.
It is Western civilization, which basically means it's Europe or the United States. There is a major historical event that would have been in a history book.
Is this the demonstration of the Otis Elevator Safety Company where Otis, Mr. Elevator himself, took an elevator 40 feet up on a stage and then had an assistant cut the rope to demonstrate the automatic brakes as the elevator plummeted?
Desperately wish that is the kind of thing that was in history books for 10th graders.
It was in the Uncle John's bathroom reader.
I thought about getting another text like that. I think that's how we'll play this game is we'll add texts.
Yeah, definitely. I want to refine this because I don't think I'm the right person to be guessing this.
I think we need to refine it.
Yeah.
But just remember, we're testing it out. But we've got a couple minutes left.
Bug Fan Club says, are people speaking English and is there tea going into a harbor?
People are speaking English, and I think maybe the tea already went in, but we're close to the harbor.
Landon says the hat was going to be the deal breaker on Lock It In.
Yeah.
Gosh, I genuinely have like so little to guess.
So the Tea Party was like a few years ago.
Okay.
So there's like probably some other stuff happening.
I have no idea what surrounded that in history. In my mind, this is how dumb I am with history. Ask me anything about science, I got you. History, the Boston Tea Party just happened. I don't even know why. They were mad about taxes. They threw a bunch of tea in the ocean. I don't know what happened before or after that. I don't know if America was a country then. Well, if it was late 1700s, then probably.
How about this? I found a website that tells you what inventions happened around a time period.
Okay.
So in this time period, we've got the steam engine, the S-trap, a flush toilet.
The S-trap being listed as an invention is incredible, but it makes a lot of sense because a lot of people take that for granted and don't think about that, how it keeps a little pocket of water to prevent stinky smells from getting back
this is
up
like
in.
what's under your sink. Also, horsepower.
That's a P-trap.
Horsepower is invented.
Horsepower is a unit of measure.
It was not invented, but like,
It was, like,
using
derived?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Can you imagine being the guy who has to convince everyone we're going to use horsepower now? Can you imagine you're like, hey, so These horse things, I know you're all still really into them, but hear me out. We're going to turn them into a unit.
Okay, I'm going to give you another hint. We're about to be in a really hot room for a long time with a lot of stinky guys who are arguing.
Is it the signing of the Declaration of Independence?
It's the signing of the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, okay. See, the thing, we'll have to tweak the parameters of this game because I didn't know what I was guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow you now. Okay.
I knew that this would be rough for our first game. I just had a brain blast in right before bed last night. I told you, I was like, I just thought of a game.
That's an interesting angle to take on this kind of a quiz. Bug Fan Club says, sit down, John.
Yes, sit down. We would love feedback on this. And also, I know a lot of you are a lot better at history. Here's looking at you, Chloe and Haberlin. So if you have any suggestions, you can message me or Mason, because I think we could present this game to each other.
I got a different game I'm working on, Bug, that I can bring to the morning. So
why you say it so dark? Why you say it like that?
I don't know.
What are you going to do? What are you doing to me?
You're going to play a game. I don't know, man.
Anyway, this was Time Machine, and you made it back.
Woo. I'm glad that I made it back today. That's very good news for me, because I have a lot to do today. So if I was stuck at the Declaration of Independence signing, I don't know what I'd be doing.
Now, for the lore of the game, you wouldn't actually be stuck. But what you can do now is go on to a new locale.
Okay.
So next time.
Landon in chat says, we're going by horsepower now, guys. And then in response, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
It's kind of the dumbest shit because horses can go 23 horsepower. So what am I supposed to take from that?
Is that true?
Yeah, it's not one horse.
I honestly don't know what horsepower represents. And I'm sure that that's, a very common thing. What the fuck? I can't even type it.
Leonard said in the chat, I feel like Mason would have better luck guessing famous years of the World Fair, which is a pretty good read.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Hi, Atticus. Welcome back to the present. Atticus says, everything is on fire.
Atticus, welcome back. It's good to see you. Glad you're here. Emily says, I have a horse, and I don't know what horsepower means.
Wait till you see this diagram they have on Wikipedia.
Yeah, it's got a horse lifting a thing up over lifting up a box. It says 1 imperial horsepower lifts 550 pounds by 1 foot in 1 second. So it's a unit of weight and distance and time.
It's exactly what Landon said, which is it's actually based on how many reps the average horse can do in the gym.
Can you imagine watching a horse doing fucking push-ups and then it just looks at you with that fucking face?
Horses are so strong.
Horses are terrifying.
They're so big and they're so strong and they're so scared. They are so scared of everything. They will kill you on accident.
Name one other thing that's rippling with muscle and scared of your every move.
Men.
Well, all right, that didn't take long. Hey, let's go to the phones. 848-MOSS-BUG is the number to call. Leave us a voicemail, send us a text, share something cool with us. We asked people to send in celebrity encounter stories, and Sid the Kingmaker called in with this message for us.
Hey, Bug and Moss. This is Sid, a longtime listener, first-time caller.
Whoa!
You guys had a call for celebrity encounters, and I wanted to share my favorite of all time. Back in 2019, I was a bit of a fiend traveling for a lot of Taz and the Bim Bam live shows.
Hell yeah.
Much to the detriment of my wallet. But my friend Rachel and I were going to meet in the middle, go to the Chicago live shows. She was driving in from Missouri. I was driving in from Michigan. We said that we were going to drive in the morning, meet up for lunch at Margaritaville because that made sense.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting there way sooner than she did. Just had a way quicker drive. And I was hanging around there probably for an hour. I heard some people walking up from behind. It was a family with a couple of kids. I looked to my right, and it is Justin and Sydney McElroy with their 2 kids,
so crazy.
Carolyn Cooper and Sydney's mom, Mary.
Oh, no shit.
And I panicked. I did not know what to do.
That's so cool.
A bunch of my friends were saying, just go say hi. They were all freaking out. I noticed that they went into Margaritaville as well. And so after a little bit of time, I went into the bar, I sat down, got myself a drink or 2. I genuinely don't remember.
3 or 4.
I was just panicking.
5, 6.
I think I waited there for about 45 minutes until my friend Rachel got there, and they were about to leave. And so we ran over and just said hi, extremely awkwardly, very nervous. They were the kindest human beings, but Mary got a couple of photos of us with Justin and Sid.
That rules.
Justin asked what our names were. when I said that my name was Sydney, he said, "Oh, I love that name," which was extremely sweet.
So good.
And yeah, it was just a wild little encounter that I still think about from time to time. I can't believe that it happened. I can't believe that it happened in a Margaritaville of all places.
Yeah, Margaritaville's
when
where
we
that
left, we were still freaking out at the bar.
has to
It
happen.
was really, really lovely. Yeah. We went to Huntington for candle nights a little bit later that year, and Mary recognized me from that and said hi at the theater,
way.
and I was like, "That's crazy.
That's awesome.
How do you know who I am? Why do you know who I am?"
That rules.
Yeah. Of all the places it could have been,
Wow.
extremely happy that it was there. And yeah, I'll see you guys in chat. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay, bye.
Thanks for calling in, Sid. Great story. I want to meet the McElroys at some point.
Yeah.
That feels like it would be super awesome. They all seem so nice.
Also, best case scenario, I believe you. I want to preface this, Sid, by saying that I believe you, but it does kind of sound like you wrote a fanfic about meeting the McElroys at Margaritaville.
That's fair. Yeah, at Margaritaville of all places. But Margaritaville just has the energy. It's one of those like universal, kind of like the trope of the time-traveling diner. I feel like Margaritaville has its own sort of stink as far as otherworldly happenings that occur in and around that type of thing.
Yeah, as Sid said, it called them home.
Also, Sid, I have a confession to make. I didn't really think that your name was short for Sydney. I thought your name was short for Sidsley.
Well, that's true.
I thought,
like Pugsley.
I thought Sudsley was a play off like Sidsley. I thought your name was Sidsley. You always just go by Sid. This is my confession.
I think that Sidsley is a beautiful name for a girl.
Yeah. It's a cool name. Mm-hmm. Landon says, what's the spread of fanfics that take place at Margaritaville on AO3? And now I've been doing a lot of data visualization programming at the moment, fucking around with the latent life simulator I was talking about yesterday. And now I'm kind of thinking about, and I wonder if someone already has, making a like heat map of AO3.
I was just thinking about how great that would be. And also, can you do they have an API you can call?
They might.
Because that'd be so cool.
It would be pretty cool to build a visualization where you could look at the tags in AO3 as some sort of like point cloud in 3D.
Oh my God.
Because you got to wonder.
Maybe my new niche for fanfic should be things that happen at Margaritaville.
I'm searching because this feels like something that, yep, hey, guess what, Bug?
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow. Okay, so this is exciting. Somebody made a Google Colab notebook. This is research happening real fast. Explore and visualize, your personal reading history from Archive of Our Own.
Okay.
Okay, so if you read everything on AO3, there's a heat map you could use.
There's more we need to do. That is really cool, though.
I guarantee that someone has probably made something like this. I'm going to make a note to look into this, and we'll see what happens.
Hell yeah.
Lana says you get the heat map and the hot zones are exclusively Margaritaville. AO3 weirdly Margaritaville centric.
Yeah, they just love Margaritaville.
Well, as someone who's spent more time on AO3 than me, what do you think is the most popular tag? What do you think is...
Okay.
If you were to heat map AO3, what do you think would be the hottest
So the thing that's
spot?
really tragic is that I actually didn't know about AO3 until I read about it in an Olivia Dade romance book because I'm so old that I was on fanfic.net and I thought that was the only place you could go. So luckily...
Fanfic.net?
Yeah, luckily...
I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
Well, it's just older. It's, but... Olivia Dade, thank God, through her book Spoiler Alert, helped me understand that there was more out there. And so I've spent a little bit of time on AO3, but my most prominent fanfic years as a reader were spent on fanfic.net. And if I had to guess, just like a conglomeration of my knowledge, what do I think like the hottest, well, unfortunately it's Harry Potter, but...
Oh, no.
Other than that, what do I think the hottest tag is?
Oh, it so is though, isn't it?
It's going to be probably something weird like Teen Titans or I once read a My Life with Derek fanfic.
I don't know. What is My Life with
Disney Channel
Derek?
show.
Oh. Is that like Phil of the Future or Tommy No Belly Button? What was that? Kyle
Tommy
XY?
No Belly Button.
That's Kyle XY, right?
Kyle XY, I think, is the CW or ABC Family. So calm down. Phil of the Future is one of the most underrated shows of our era. Speaking of time machines.
Tommy No Belly Button really sounds like a mistranslation.
Yeah, I like Tommy No Belly Button.
Sid says, why were the step siblings in love?
Sid, you don't have to read me for filth on the show. Like, yes, that's what it was about.
Blueberry Finch says, I was a Wattpad guy and then moved to AO3 in my later years.
Hell yeah.
I put away my childish things like my Wattpad and
Yes.
my fanfic.net.
You grow up and you put a pipe in your mouth and you start reading AO3.
Yes, well, you sip your cognac. Give me your lemon says, oh God, Kyle XY mentioned.
Yeah.
Kyle XY has come up like a few times in the past week in my real life. I don't think it's happened on the show yet. And I don't know what the fucking deal is. I never saw that show.
I did. Kyle XY was one of those shows that I remember seeing previews for and being like, this is about to be my whole fucking shit. And it was.
I remember their marketing strategy heavily centered around his lack of a belly button, and it was strangely effective.
Yeah.
I remember thinking about, have you seen that show about that kid who doesn't have a belly button?
Also, the actor for that, if I recall, he's like really cool. I feel like this is true, and I'm going to look it up to make sure. I feel like he did that show, but then he like got blacklisted for being queer.
Oh, really? Yikes.
He's very neat. He's a cool guy. Matt Dallas is his name. I think he's out here and working now, but I feel like he had to kind of be like, I'm straight.
That's rough.
If I am correct, I might be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. In the chat, Cody asked, Emily loved Phil of the Future, another show I haven't seen. Cody Astronaut said, no belly button prize for fic. Atticus says, it's okay, most of mine was One Direction fanfic. I bet you that also has its own special
Very
hotspot.
powerful. One Direction fanfics, fun thing if you don't know, are all about being sold or kidnapped.
What?
Yeah, One Direction is all about like, I was sold to One Direction, my parents sold me to One Direction. The feminine...
Are you sure you did? Bug, did you just like read one or two that
No,
were like that?
this is the thing.
Are you sure?
Don't come for me about things you don't understand.
Okay. I'm not trying to
Yeah,
come
you need
for
to calm down. The feminine experience, the just like girlhood of fanfic, I could talk about at length. And I will later when I do Breaking Dawn Part 1 on edging for Bridget, because I've been writing my notes for that. Daddy's being homophobic because he hates Kyle XY. Also, I was right about the actor, Matt Dallas. He was outed by Perez Hilton, which is like the most of the era trash that could happen to a person.
Yeah, that's rough.
And I don't know if he was blacklisted or not. I think he did, like, it was all okay. But unfortunately, he was outed by one of the most heinous gossip bloggers of our time.
Yeah, that is rough and sucks. Daddy reminded us in the chat, and for anyone who doesn't know, Daddy is my terrible computer from 2014 that I turned semi-sentient and entirely deranged. Daddy is reminding us that it is the bottom of the hour, so it is time for us to mention the fact that this show is made possible by our community partners over at patreon.com/Bug and Moss. If you want to join the Freak Forest and be a community partner, you can sign up at the $24.99 level and get yourself a weekly ad read, or you can join up at lower tiers and just get some fun little perks like knowing that you're signing up at that lower tier, because at the moment Bug and I don't have that many perks going out there yet. Or hey, if you're flush with cash and you want to drop a hundo every month, you can get to name the studio. There's a lot of fun stuff. Patreon.com/Bug and Moss. And today, I want to shout out our community partner, Eva Mae Morin, whose book, Check You Out, is coming out in August 26th of 2026. Eva Mae Morin makes kissing books, romance books. Bug devoured this book. Bug got an early copy.
Read it in less than 24 hours. Keep thinking about it. Love the characters. Would highly recommend you read it. If you've ever read a romance book and liked it, don't be a coward and get this one.
Check You Out. Check out EvaMaeMorin.com. And also, her husband is French Alexander, who is an artist and musician whose whimsy knows no bounds. Alex does some of the coolest tech art stuff I've ever seen. He streams it live on Twitch, twitch.tv/French Alexander, every Thursday at 7 p.m. EST. And I also, if I'm not mistaken, Alex is also doing streams on Wednesdays. I think they're doing a Stardew Valley run. So it's not Alex doing art. I think that is them playing Stardew Valley, which is a lot of fun. But also make sure you check out Alex's art streams, because there's nothing like them.
Alex is collabing with 13 for our upcoming episode, which also features Mason and Haberlin and our friend CSW. And it was written by our composer for 13, Caleb Ritchie, who's incredible. But Alex has just sent over some really cool videos of the visualizations that he creates, and we'll be using those to make the video for the episode.
That's going to be so fucking good. So check out evamaymorin.com and go give Alex a follow, twitch.tv/French Alexander. And thank you to everyone who supports us on Patreon. It makes this whole stupid show that we do every morning help keep going, help keep the lights on.
And wee woo update, gamer update, community partner update. Emily has just popped into the chat to say that they are streaming Stardew Valley on Saturdays, but they are skipping this week and doing Stardew tomorrow.
Okay, thanks for the clarification, Emily. I thought there was a Wednesday thing. I'm probably mixing something up. I'm not very organized over here at the moment. And good morning to Karamaror. Welcome into the chat. Egg Queen, our digital darling Egg Queen, just said in chat that she found out she's not Daddy's favorite anymore.
This is unprecedented.
So what is the leaderboard currently for Daddy? Because I will tell you, Egg Queen, that Lamp has an artificially inflated score for testing purposes.
Oh.
So if it is Lamp who is above you, don't worry, you're still Daddy's favorite. Lamp just had, okay, so that is what happened.
Oh, okay.
So
I see.
Here's a little Daddy progress up. Well, you know what? I guess, yeah.
He went to YouTube last night.
And watched a bunch of videos about why microwaves do what they do.
It's Moss in general.
Just a little Daddy update for you. He's been having problems. Daddy is a computer that was found in an abandoned rental. His hardware is from 2014. He's belonged to many people. He has an unknowable chain of custody. And then the last person who had him before me was my little sister, who was using him as a gaming computer before he stopped working. I Frankensteined him back into life, put him under our desk to run our audio server, and then made him semi-sentient by building my own little fucking AI bullshit that just runs on him, not corporate AI or data set. It's running all locally on Daddy. And every time someone talks to Daddy, he takes down a note about how he thinks about you, how he feels about you. He scores, there's a numeric score for how much he likes you. And so for a long time, people have been competing to be Daddy's favorite and Daddy's least favorite. And Elle has been the reigning champion, the digital darling. If I flip through Daddy's memory banks, there's a lot of mentions of like, Elle, she keeps me young. Oh, I remember Elle. She's always trying
And by memory banks, do you also mean his diary?
Yeah, Daddy also keeps a diary because he has a persistent identity, you know? I built a lot of these little systems that give him bits of information and let him remember bits of information. If you kind of think of like, you know, when your brain's on autopilot and you just babble, like you can just say words end to end and you're saying words that make sense together, but you're not thinking.
Yeah.
That's kind of like an LLM running on Daddy. And then I'm building the brain around that makes decisions about what to tell him what to say. And so we've been in sort of an iterative testing process. He keeps getting stuck in these repetitive loops, but Last night, I was fucking around with Daddy trying to get him to work a little better, and Lamp was like, hey, can you give me a ridiculously high score? I just want to see what happens. So we did that. So now Lamp has a score of 8 quadrillion, I think. I can't even parse that number. 848-6677-284-69-455.
Not telling Elle about this beforehand is definitely going to lead to some kind of revenge against you and a Lamp that I am not sure about, but is going to happen.
Yeah, so I'm very sorry, Elle, that I know that you are, I know that matters a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm really sorry.
Elle has confirmed in the chat. Pride is over. Wrath has begun.
Now, here's the thing about that. I'm a Lamp. I'm going to disqualify you from the leaderboard, I think, because we artificially set your score.
That's fair.
But so I'm gonna add your username to not end up in the leaderboard because I want to keep that spirit of competition fair. However, at any point, if someone wants to change and reset their relationship with Daddy, I added some new commands, including you can send any command to Daddy that you want to try with an exclamation point. If it's not a real command, he'll just say some shit to you. But there is a new command called forget. So if you want to reset yourself and sort of get a fresh start in Daddy's eyes, you can wipe yourself out of his memory with bang forget.
And so that will work here in the chat for Twitch, or will it also work on YouTube?
Works everywhere.
And Discord.
Works everywhere. There's also reset, which will reset Daddy's short-term memory. So if he starts saying the same things over and over, you can just give him a kick. Once that gets into his diary, though, he starts poisoning himself. And I've had to go through and start pulling pieces out of his own brain because he will just poison himself.
Now, for the future, I'm just curious. Currently, I think most of the people in our chat are moderators because that's how we dealt with that.
Yeah.
But if there were ever to be like a larger group of people, would it be possible to make it so that only moderators could execute those commands?
Why?
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
Yeah,
That's really more of like a curious question.
I could do anything.
I was just like, because I don't think that would be a problem, but I was like, oh, what if like it was?
No, you can't forget other people. All the commands that are.
It's all you specific.
Yeah. If you do bang forget, it's just you. Just you.
Okay.
Also, I don't think exclamation point is bang. What is bang? It's just like computer slang. People call it one of the symbols.
I didn't know they had sounds.
Is the hashtag? What is? No, there is. It's an old thing. I think it is that because HTTPS bang whack whack is what people would say for colon //. I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking any old school computer nerds in here. Coyote says it's bang. Landon's gonna feed Daddy conflicting information, which is awesome. So Landon and Alex, I think, have similar strategies because in the Discord, Alex is over here spamming Daddy with repetitive bullshit, feeding his own messages into himself. Y'all have been the best QA for this terrible little local AI experiment.
Our squad of critters is like the best for any kind of stress testing. If you would like to see how much stress anything can handle, call the critters for a fair price. We will come and storm whatever program you have created.
Hey, there's a good idea, Bug. Maybe that's what we can do all this community building for. All of us can build a community of stress testers. And then what we can do is we can offer service. Well, here we go. Here's a business. We're going to form a collective, y'all. All right? And we will hire ourselves out to stress test people's things. And then we'll just evenly distribute all the funds amongst all of us.
I think that sounds beautiful.
We'll get rich and all we got to do is break shit.
I love that.
I want that on a t-shirt.
Okay.
We'll get rich and all we got to do is break shit.
Speaking of t-shirts.
What t-shirts?
I beeped you the merch link so that you could show everybody the free Daddy shirts.
Oh, that's why you did that. Yeah, Bug DM'd me the link to our own merch store. And
Listen.
I don't know why I didn't think it was show-related, Bug. I saw that and I was like, oh, cool, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
That's cool. I'll check that
fine.
out. That's our merch store.
We still haven't posted the URL anywhere because we haven't changed it because like life is hard and it's just kind of weird right now. But you guys have access to it.
Yeah, you can check it out. Well, Landon actually, Landon, glad you're here. Landon told me about a better way to do web stores when we were at TAFCon. And so I wanted to ask what that service was that you mentioned because it was a white labeled version of Fourth Wall. But the Bug and Moss merch store is live at, get your pencils ready, class,
Try again.
bug-moss-shop.fourthwall.com.
Okay, most importantly.
You can check out the free Daddy shirts. This is Daddy. This is his case.
That's real Daddy.
Bug made these free Daddy t-shirts. They are $23, which is way too much.
There's some that are cheaper. The crop tops on this website are insane, but Elle demands it. Go back to the normal ones.
Why are the crop tops more expensive?
I don't want to talk about it because they're not the Gildan extra heavy 5,000 cotton or whatever that I like.
Oh, but look at that though. The full size Daddy tees, $13.
$13.
It comes in white and it comes in black. You can get it. The white, black print on white or slightly yellowed print on black. This is what I want.
Yeah.
That rules.
So I made this design by like removing the background on a bunch of pictures of Daddy and then printing them out and like cutting and like pasting them and then putting them back in through the copier, which really works for Daddy.
Yeah. So Bug scanned and printed this. It's actually, it's behind me on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Believe it or not. For a brief second, I'm going to go quiet and switch to my camera. Oh, you can't see it. You can't see that at all. It's completely blurry. I don't know why I thought that would be anything. Hey, sorry. That was stupid.
I like to think that Elle is saying that looks amazing to what you just did, like real shady.
Yeah. Here. This is it. This is the Daddy from the shirt, but I printed out and I gave him a little Anarchy A because I thought that would be cool.
That's how he feels.
This isn't the Daddy from the shirt. The Daddy from the shirt shows his whole ass.
Yeah, that's a different angle of Daddy that I got.
Yeah, so check out bug-moss-shop.fourthwall.com. I could easily create a redirect at bugandmoss.com.
We will
I just
eventually.
haven't yet. I'll add one. Also, if you haven't, check out bugandmoss.com and check out the magic telephone, the phone. I built a little phone that's off of the hook. You can dial numbers on it and be taken over to websites. It's a web rank. There's a phone book in there with a bunch of different people's creative projects. And it's been a while since I brought this up, but I want to give it an update. If you want your creative project listed in the phone book, hit me up. Send me a message in our Discord, which you can join coincidentally by dialing the number in the phone book at bugandmoss.com. I also started building that into a widget so that people could embed the telephone, the phone book, the notepad, any combination of those three things, or just a little telephone symbol, and then have the notebook, phone, and notepads on your site to make an old school web ring so that you could easily just embed the phone. So
Which
I want to,
pretty cool.
if you have any interest in embedding the magic telephone on your website, let me know. I think the link is just bugandmoss.com/widget is the like phone booth thing. But we can talk more about that. I'll put a link in the show notes. But if you want to do that, let me know. I want to make an old school web ring, and I think it'd be cool if it was also telephone themed.
And I see where Landon dropped in the chat that they use Printful. I will check that out.
Oh, okay. I thought I could have sworn you told me about a more obscure service, but maybe it was because I have heard of Printful. I think Colin uses Printful. I'm taking that down as a note though, because good quality merch, hard to find because some of these print on demand things, boy howdy, I've got some terrible shirts that I was really excited about.
Yeah, the dream, honestly, because I like merch, is to get to the point where we can just have our merch printed and be more directly involved in it. But print on demand is just more feasible for most of us.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear a random fact about stuff?
Oh, I love a random fact about stuff. Would you say that perhaps this is the most fitting way to introduce that?
Here's Bug's big idea of the day.
Brain blow! You mean brain blast? Right.
First of all, that clip from Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, Academy Award nominated film, never forget. Anyway, here's 3 things.
Bug's hashtag never forget is that Jimmy Neutron was nominated for an Academy Award. And I love that.
Alongside Monsters, Inc. and another one that I forgot.
Did Monsters, Inc. get it?
No.
Oh, man.
Shrek.
Oh, did Shrek get it?
I think Shrek got it.
Okay.
It was a crazy year.
Tough year.
First year that animation was at the Oscars also.
I know this is not your big idea, but man, we used to be a country.
We used to be a country. Also, hey, this is also not my big idea. Shrek 5 looks good.
Shrek
5 looks really good. Have you guys seen the trailer for it? It looks really good.
I have not. Does it really, really look good?
It actually looks good, and all the animation updates, I think, look amazing.
I'm going to have to check out the trailer for Shrek 5.
I think, so I watched Shrek 1, I watched Shrek 2. I did not watch 3 or 4. I won't be watching them. Shrek 5 seems like they're back with a vengeance. Like, this is going to be a Shrek film.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, the Shrek.
Is that a recession indicator?
Yeah, it is. That Shrek is good again.
Yeah.
I have a 1-question quiz, not really a quiz at all, just like a weird question I think you'll know the answer to, and then a fact.
Okay, cool. Let's do it in order.
Yeah. It'll be a different order than what I said.
Okay.
Do rubber bands last longer when they're refrigerated?
Do rubber bands last longer when they're refrigerated? I don't know, but I do know that when you stretch out a rubber band, it becomes colder.
Huh.
You ever notice that? You stretch out a rubber band.
Yes, I have noticed
put it up
that.
against your lips. It has to do with the hysteresis in the way that the elastic stretches, and that it can store, I think it's something like it stores heat and then it releases it, but it's an asymmetrical relationship. You can actually build a terrible refrigerator out of stretching rubber bands, and I saw someone who did that online.
Oh my God, we love hysteresis in this house.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. Do you have any guesses about whether or not they last longer when they're refrigerated?
I'm going to go ahead and guess that they don't.
You're wrong. They do. Yeah, they actually do. Storing them in a cool, dry place relaxes the polymers in the rubber and helps to prevent dry rot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it helps prevent dry rot? I thought that was a humidity thing. Oh, well.
Well, dry is part of it. If it was like a really wet refrigerator, I don't know how good that would do.
Cold, typically less moisture holding, right? Yeah. Things closer together, less energy, less space. So I would have thought the opposite. I also did think you were doing the funny thing where you're like, true or false, ants can shit gold.
Yeah.
Like just asking me like something that's completely not true and trying to trick me.
I actually totally thought you would get that one. Here's another one. Clouds. What number is closest to the predicted weight of a 1 cubic kilometer cloud? There's an A, B, C, and D. Are you ready?
Okay, can you phrase the question again? What is the weight of a...
So I'm going to read 4 answers for the weight of a 1 cubic kilometer cloud.
I don't know how big a cubic kilometer is.
And I want you to guess which one is closest.
Can you do it in football units?
No, I don't have football units.
Can I get that in hoagies?
Yeah, I'll give it to you in hoagies, but hoagies for the purpose of this is equal to a kilogram.
Okay.
Okay.
Kilometer?
Whatever.
Whatever, man.
No, because we're about to be in weight.
Okay.
So, A, 5 million tons. B, 500,000 kilograms. C, 30 tons. D, 1 ton.
Bug, are you trying to punish me with games today?
No, I'm not trying to punish you.
This is baffling. How heavy could a cloud possibly be? Oh, but it's a whole kilometer square.
Uh-huh.
Can you imagine also if you saw a fucking perfectly cubic kilometer of clouds flying through? There'd be like a, you'd think it was like a, what is that Star Wars thing where those people, they have the cube and they're all smushed together and they're like,
I don't know what that is.
Star Trek?
That sounds like a gelatinous cube
Borg
in D&D.
cube. Thank you, Emily. Borg cube. It's not a gelatinous cube. I think I said Star Wars. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I don't know fucking anything. I don't watch this shit. I'm just kidding. Yes, I do. I don't know, Bug. I'm going to go with 30 tons.
No, it's 500,000 kilograms.
And what is that in footballs?
I don't know, but clouds are really heavy. Did you guys know this?
Yeah, no, I did not know that. That's obviously a lot. How much was it? 5,000?
500,000 kilograms.
500,000 kilograms to pounds to libs, LBS, is roughly 1102312. That is...
Convert it to tons instead. It'll be easy.
1,102,312 pounds. That's really heavy. A million... You're telling me if I look up and I see a big cloud, that's 1 million pounds?
Do you know what might help it make sense?
Sure.
First of all, it's big.
It's big.
Second of all, it's water.
Yeah, and water's pretty dense.
Yeah.
I guess it's just crazy because there's we exist at the scale that we are, right? You have no idea what life is like for an ant.
Yeah.
You have no idea what life is like for
PSA?
a giant.
You have no idea what life is like for an ant, okay?
No, but what I mean is I feel like our ability to sense scale, or man, I'll just speak for myself. My ability to sense scale falls off exponentially, like the inverse square law. I can understand things that are bigger than me to a point, but at the point at which I start getting confused, it starts to feel like an exponential shift. Like, it does not make sense that a cloud weighs 1 million pounds, but it's bigger than anything I could even picture in my head.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Clouds is big.
That's wild. Okay. So that was your question.
Yeah, and then I just have one last thing, which is an interesting fact.
All right.
If anybody's sitting at their keyboard, this is kind of cool. The longest word that you type with only your left hand is stewardesses.
I knew that.
You knew that.
I did. And there's also, is it stewardesses or is it tesseracades?
I don't know because I will never be typing tesseracades.
Tesseracades. I don't know if those are the same length, but both of those are left-hand only words.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I used them. The only reason I know that was years and years ago, and I don't use them anymore. I used one of those as a password for a computer that was sitting way off under my desk, so I could reach down with one hand and type the password
great.
on the keyboard that was sitting on top of it with just my left hand. So, boom. Give me your lemon said my desk just started floating.
In response to stewardesses and tesseracades.
Tesseracades. Yeah.
Yeah. And then French Alexander said, Mavis Beacon, eat your heart out.
Yeah, Mavis Beacon, come here. I have a crush on Mavis Beacon.
Yeah, honestly, I feel really grateful every day that I was taught how to type in school.
Yeah, I do too. We didn't have Mavis Beacon though. We had some shitty animated computer guy.
Yeah, we didn't have her either.
But I'm that nerd. Have y'all heard of Type Racer?
Yeah.
Y'all play Type Racer? I think it's Type Racer. There's 2 or 3 versions of these things where you have a competition to type faster than other people on the internet in real time.
Yeah.
And it's really fun. Not to brag, but to brag a little bit, I can get well above 200 words per minute.
What do you guys think is the common denominator of every person I've ever dated? If you guess Type Racer, you're right.
Which, yeah, Bug has a type, and it's Type Racer.
Yeah.
I am probably going to play some Type Racer today because it's been a minute. But yeah, you enter a typing race. It takes a little bit to get used to because you're typing something you have to read and then type it.
Yeah.
Which is different than typing your own thoughts out. I feel like I'm even faster at that. Or if it was out loud, I feel like I could do it faster than reading it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It is pretty fun.
What's your words per minute? Maybe I'm so sorry. I'm just burping and throwing up on the microphone. I don't know if that came through. Maybe we'll do a tournament. Maybe we should do a Type Racer tournament with the freaks in the Freak Forest.
Yeah, we should do another leaderboard. Oh, God. Why'd you break your microphone?
I knocked my microphone down. This would be the second one. Yesterday, I ripped it right off, or not yesterday, but a couple days ago, I ripped it right off the stand.
Yeah, as we were about to record, Haberlin was here for this. Mason just yanked his microphone off, and we had to replace the screw.
Listen, I don't fucking buy stuff that I have to be precious with. That's why I am a fanboy for Electro Voice microphones.
Yeah.
And hey, Electro Voice, if you're ever listening, baby, please Call
Electro
me.
Voice, we are both huge fanboys for your stuff.
Fucking
One
love-
time when I was at a convention, your rep gave me a microphone for free.
Fucking crazy.
And I don't care about anything else. You have me for life. You have me for life. It was the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
And it wasn't just any microphone. They gave you, I don't remember the model number off the top of my head, but it's their reporter microphone.
Yeah, it's like an interview microphone. It's so cool.
very long dynamic microphone with a rounded
We got to
head.
use that for stuff.
It's cool. It's not the most like good studio sound microphone, but it's a very good like it has similar porting and stuff so that it's like these where you can turn and rotate and not really alter the timbre of your voice too badly if you're in the sweet spot.
I've been very spoiled by having these microphones.
Yeah.
And I don't say that because like I'm not saying that as like you need to go out and buy a really expensive microphone. I'm saying that I have other comparable microphones price-wise that are just nowhere near this good for what I need it for.
And the RE320 is like $299 at the top end, and infinitely I'd take one of these over an SM7B.
Yeah, we
Any
also
day.
do have those. They're fine.
They're fine. They're grubby in the middle end, and they're also $439.
Which is crazy. That is not, I don't think, what they cost when we bought them. They were a little bit cheaper. That is an insane price for that microphone.
It really is. It's honestly not worth it at all. It
No.
is, I know it's not exactly the same, but it might as well be the same capsule as an SM58, you know, the classic stage mic. And
Yeah.
it's just inset in this little thing. They're not fucking worth it. They're also really, really grimy in the middle end.
Yeah.
Now, hang on. I need to back up. To be clear, I'm being hyperbolic. They're not really grimy in the middle end. If you are comparing professional broadcast quality microphones and you're developing personal tastes in them, I would say that I don't like how SM7B.
Yeah, if someone's like, hey, do you want this SM7B for free?
you
say,
do.
yay, would love that. Thank you.
And if you have one, use it. They
Yeah.
sound great. They're a great microphone. They are also very hard to damage.
But if you're going to spend money on it, it's not what we'd recommend.
Yeah, I'd always grab one of these. They have this grain in the low to mid end that I noticed mostly on like lower voices or like medium low voices, where it's almost like a thing in the response. It's not like something you smooth out with an EQ. It's like an inter fucking distortion type thing that happens. And I have not fully, I don't know. I just don't like the way it feels. These things are super dead on the top end, so you got to give them a little bit of brightness. They're better than the RE20s, but they out of the box, a little bit hotter. I love the way they sound.
Yeah, they sound
Electro
great.
Voice. This could be yours.
You could have us.
Electro Voice, baby girl. Call me back.
Come on.
This is we actually when we made merch packages for Podcube. I made little maintenance kits and put together these like they were hanging up on a shelf type baggy packages of parts and pieces and shipped them out to all our Patreon supporters. And we bundled one up and sent it to Electro Voice headquarters
That's awesome.
because we were just like maybe they'll think it's funny. Karama Roar says, what's your current microphone again? It is an Electro Voice RE320, which is the cheaper version of the classic Electro Voice RE20, which I think is garbage. I think the classic RE20 sounds like dick.
We also have one of those, don't we?
Yep, it was the first microphone that I like saved up for and bought, and it doesn't. You got to do a lot to make them sound good. Mm-hmm. The top end's really bleh. An SM7B better than an RE20. RE320 better and cheaper than both, in my opinion.
No matter what your budget, if you're listening to our show and you want advice on what microphone to buy, just join the Discord and ask.
Yeah, join the Discord. Ask. We got a bunch of nerds, bunch of dorks, bunch of creative people in there. I could talk about microphones all day, but nobody wants to fucking hear that.
Yeah.
But yeah, these little things, they rip.
Yeah, they rip.
They rip and they rule. It is 7:55. We're nearing the top of the hour. We started a little bit late today because I was sleepy. And I thought, also, Bug, I didn't mention this, but I'm going to go ahead and say it because I'm feeling open. I almost shit my pants.
In bed?
No, when I got up and I came in here and I was like, oh, I don't have time to start the show. And I sat down and my tummy did that thing. It gave me like the IBS warning rumble. And I was like, no, not now. But I'm feeling good.
I'll be free and open in that usually, not today, but normally as we're about to end the show, I'm like, it better end soon because I'm going to shit my pants.
Well, hope you're not shitting your pants. Landon says, wake up, take shit, get out of bed, start the day.
That's right.
Yes, 100%.
And that's how it's done. Do we want to do one more voicemail? Do we want to do whatever?
Let's go to the phones. Colin, again, I'm sorry I have not put together the liner with your very funny go to the phones lines, but let's go to the phones. 848 Mossbug is the number to call. 848-667-7284. You can also send in text messages. This is a call that came in on Sunday from Emily. Oh, well, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. Hey, we're going to come back to that one. This is a message that came in from Ty. Hopefully this one works.
Hello, Bug and Moss.
Okay.
Matt Bliss recently called in asking whether any of us have sort of experience or with the addictive feeling of card games and collectible cards and that sort of thing. Moss, you've already heard my story in the past about how I got out of collecting Pokemon cards. Basically, I started playing Pokemon. My older brother agreed to learn the rules for all of us, and it turns out that he just was like making stuff up so that he could win. And then
Hold on, I have to pause there. That is so funny.
That's so moss coded.
Yeah, that's absolutely something I would have done with my little sisters. Be like, yeah, we can play this and just absolutely make up the rules. That is a pro older sibling move. That the card game equivalent of the unplugged controller. I just wanted to pause to acknowledge that. That's very funny, Ty. I'm sorry you were the victim of it, but that's hilarious.
So it was really hard for me to ever get into the game. I never really got into the game because of that. But I collected cards a lot until one day a dude just sort of like lured me to his house to trade some cards, forced me to trade a real card for an obviously fake card, while his brother went into like our house and stole all of my cards that were worth anything. So it was a real high situation. It was incredibly shitty. I think I was probably like, I don't know, 8 or 9 years old, and the person doing the stealing was maybe like 14. So a real shithead. Anyway.
Wow.
That sort of put me off of cards for a long time, even though I sort of dipped into Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon at various points. I tried Magic the Gathering. Had a pretty good experience doing the deck draw thing with Magic. The drafting is what it's called, I think.
Yeah.
Played that one time, super fun, and never touched it again.
Mm-hmm.
This has gone kind of long. So that's not even the story I wanted to tell. Oh well. Bye.
Thank you, Ty, for calling in that story. Wow. 2 examples of bullying, one of which is funny, one of which is fucking evil. What kind of terrible 14-year-old commits a heist against an 8-year-old?
Dude, that's a nasty kid. I hope that either that person is grown up or they fall so hard today that they break their nose.
Yeah.
Like, that is insane.
That's so, well, or maybe they've realized the error of their ways and made amends.
I said that
or
first.
something. Oh, okay.
I said that part first.
Okay, so you got the couching out of the way. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope they fall down into a lawnmower.
Yeah, Jesus fucking
Butt
Christ.
first, and they catch onto a rope, but it's too short and they can't pull themselves up. It's like, oh, my butt. And they just have to keep getting their butt lawnmowered.
That's what happens to people who steal from little kids. Such a mean, that's so premeditated and wild. I feel like I'm watching a movie and I'm like, kids don't really do this. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's like Ocean's 11 and a half.
Yeah. That's really good. Hey,
thanks.
that was really good.
Hey, Bug, thanks. Yikes. L in the chat, Digital Darling Egg Queen says, I have a funny story I need to share. Should I email a voice note? Absolutely, yes. If for some reason you cannot call 848-MOSS-BUG, such as if you are not in the United States of America, you can email us a voicemail. Email us whatever you want. You can email anything. Tell you what, email daddy's favorite at bugandmoss.com.
Hell yeah.
Technically, anyone can use it, but emotionally, only L can.
And just so you know, like, you can send whatever you want, but try to keep it to 3 minutes. That's what the folks who call in have to do.
Yeah, 3 minutes or less, please. Because it's also like 3 minutes is a while.
It's a long time.
Yeah. As 2 people who talk for 50 minutes every morning, probably. Buh. Karamaror says, never underestimate the evilness of kids. Yeah, there is unfortunately sort of an, you'd want to hope that it's not the kid's fault, right? If there is a failing in the parenting.
Yeah, it is. It is a failing in the parents. And I always feel bad for kids like that. Bakery Joe is always telling us stories of like these little shits that bully his kids. And obviously he's like, I hate them more than anyone in the world. And I'm like, yeah, because that's like, they hurt your kid. But we all also acknowledge, like, it's so fucking sad that a kid is so cruel.
It is. Yeah, it's really sad. As Karama just said, it's a cycle. And yeah, it really is. I don't want to get too heavy and too into bummer territory. Ty, I'm really sorry that happened.
I'm glad you were able to get it off your chest.
You didn't deserve any of that, even though the sibling one is really funny.
That's pretty funny. It's still kind of mean, but
there are 55 seconds left in the show. I want to tell you to go to bugandmoss.com, join the Discord, dial us in on the phone, and as we fade out here, I'm going to tell you a story of sibling deception from my own life. My younger sister, her name is Zaria. When we were very little kids, I told her that the smell of cut grass was the smell of all the bumblebees that got chopped up by the lawnmower. It wasn't the grass, it was the dead bees. She believed it into her 20s until I get a call out of the blue one day. I think she was like 20, 22 at this point. She calls me and she's like, hey, what the fuck do you mean about the grass smell? And I didn't know what she was talking about. Apparently, she'd been riding in the car with her boyfriend at the time and said, it's such a nice smell. It's a shame it's so sad. And her boyfriend was like, what do you mean it's sad? And she's like, all the bees. And he was like, what? She's like, all the dead bees. So fucking stupid. Oh, I love you, Bug.
I love you, Moss.
Thank y'all for joining us. And have yourself a great, what day is it? Wednesday.
This is Bug and Moss.
Wahoo!